first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
That's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Fields. And he's got his big tight end here. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, here's Fields. On the move to his left. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Herbert on first down now. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. On first down, Fields. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Isaiah Simmons. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Fields. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Herbert. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ready to go again offensively. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 21-3 is your score after 1. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And it's safe to say he has been getting his money's worth in this one.
I would agree with that totally. Being able to go back and launch it and air it out. And let's face it, it's not just him stepping back and flinging.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Fields. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Isaiah Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A shotgun snap for Herbert. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 25 yards for the touchdown. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right, I
just said clicker.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down, good luck. He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The New York set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Fields on first down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the gun on third down, Fields. He finds Corey Davis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And he fields it cleanly. He takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him?
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Fields now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So it's on to an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd and 1. Herbert. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive of 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Isaiah Simmons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There's a nice pickup. there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Isaiah Simmons. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. New York's offense back out there and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, it's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
To throw again on second down. Fields. It's caught by Davis.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first and 10, here's... And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Isaiah Simmons in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields steps away, and he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Isaiah Simmons in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a... And he coughed it up! And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now Herbert following the turnover. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. To try again after the sack. Under pressure, they got him again. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it complete to Harris. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it is incomplete. They had a defender running right with it. And now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out out of the gun, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Isaiah Simmons leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Isaiah Simmons in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Third and long. It's Fields. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.